Just missing out on the top 5, we've got the 9 Street Hybrid. Now, I've had some fantastic results with this roulette strategy. That's not to say it's a guaranteed way to win. None of these 25 roulette strategies are guarantees. I like this one a lot. In fact, I'm going to get on straight away because I have it saved in my favorites. Regulars to the channel will have seen this, but we're playing it through the 30 spins and see what we can do in comparison to the rest of these 25 strategies. If you've not seen it before, I've changed this. Originally, it was $10 on each street, but I've got $5 on 9 streets. I just like to cover 7 to 33. And it's always going to be those numbers from 7 to 33. Now, we have a plan for when we win, which we just did, and we have a plan for when we lose. So, as the name suggests, hybrid, we're doing a positive progression. So, we're going to repeat, and we're going to add $2 to all of these after a winner. It's supposed to be 50%, but I'm not going to fiddle about with $2.50 just because it's not really going to make too much difference, and it can get a bit fiddly, especially when you start doubling and then adding again. And when I say doubling, that's because when we hit a loser, we are going to double our bets. Okay, all we're going to have to do is win 2, reset back down to 5 on all of those 9 streets, which is exactly what we've done. So we are $36 in profit already. Pretty fast if we hit some good luck. Reset to that 5 on the 9 streets for a total bet of $45. Now, the math behind this, we're covering 27 out of 37 numbers, so it's a 73% probability of winning. We are doing 30 spins, so we should, mathematically speaking, win around 22. That's another winner. So we should lose 8, win 22, if the true probabilities play out. Let's quickly repeat this bet and add our 50%, or just less than 50%. So at some point, we will hit a loser, and we'll either double these 7s to 14s, or if we're on that base bet, we'll double 15. No, sorry, we'll double 5 to 10. Continue with the positive progression. I like to turn off the positive progression when the bets get high to around about $180 bets. Right, we've hit a loser. We've gone straight into the negative. It's always unfortunate to hit a loser on that positive progression. So we're going to repeat and double. If it lets me do it, yeah. So now we're on $126. What I'm going to do, if I win this, you can see these are on 14. I'm going to add $7 to those bets if we win. If we lose, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go to 252. Is that right? 26? Yeah. So we really just want to hit 2 winners in a row and reset. So there's 1. We're not completely at session profit. So I'm going to repeat. Add 5 to everything that way and add 2 here. So now the board looks like this. $21 on 9 streets. There's a big bet, $189. If we win this, we'll go into session profit and we'll completely reset. If we lose this, I will double up and I'll probably win if I'll probably reset if I win that next one. We'll sort of see what the stats say because I don't want my bets getting too big. That is a winner. We're at $93 in profit. Show you there. And we simply just reset down to that 5 on the 9 streets. Back to a $45 bet. So reasonably simple. You guys that have watched this a few times already will know that at the start it looks like, oh, what? So you add 50% and then you double. Basic rules. Add 50% after a winner, reset after you've won 2 in a row. Oh, that was in 4 and it jumped out for us. So 1 win on base bet, repeat, and add 2. I'd rather not lose this positive progression, but it's not the end of the world if we do. I mean, you just saw it. We lost that positive progression, but then We followed the double up, add 50%, and we got straight back into profit. Now, obviously, doubling up a $63 bet, then doubling up a $63, and then doubling up a $126 bet, and then doubling up again. You hit some bad luck, and you can get into a bit of trouble. Right, that's 2 in a row, and reset. So, for the time being, we are on the lucky side. 7 wins, 1 loss. We are expecting to hit roughly 8 losses in this 30 spin session. Just don't want them all to come at the same time. If I hit 1 loser, then win 2. Hit 1 loser, then win 2. I'll do absolutely fine. You know what I'm like. If I get too lucky at the start, it makes me a bit nervous. Because more often than not, if you've watched this series, it's remarkable how in just 30 spins, how often these true probabilities do play out. So I'd like that to be a little dig to the guys that think it's all rigged and it's all fixed. How many have we done so far? We've done about 20 roulette strategies so far. And I would say, I'm just guessing, in about 15, 16 of them, the true probabilities have played out. Now, I'm only joking when I say a little dig. Obviously, you're entitled to your opinion, absolutely. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. Well, first of all, I was a casino manager. And if anybody was going to be in charge of cheating, it would have been me, surely. And I was never part of cheating and knowing when the magnet on the roulette table. So, I mean, I used to work in small casinos on cruise ships. So maybe there are some weird casinos out in some random places that do that. But in my experience, absolutely not. And if I genuinely believe that, I wouldn't be betting $1,000 on the table. Right, we've lost that. Repeat, and we double. And there's other players on the table. I mean, that just paid out $10,000. If they're going to try and cheat anybody, it's going to be these guys winning $2,000, $1,000. They're not going to be trying to cheat me for what, $60? Anyway, I get off my soapbox, as they say, and we'll just concentrate on the strategy. So we're on that double up. We're on that $90 bet. We just won. We're going to add 50%. So this time we're adding 5. I've just done this the long way. I could have just added that base bet. But we are on a $135 bet. And the roulette board looks like this. 15 across all the numbers. Obviously, I do not want to lose this because then we're going $270 bets. And to be honest, if I'm on that $270 bet, I probably just want to win 1 and then reduce. If I win this. Which we did. And we'll get that 9 Street Hybrid back on the table. So we're flying in profit so far. This is an aggressive one. This is like a get in, get out sort of thing. To be honest, if I wasn't doing this series of 30 spins for every session, $200 profit, I'd have gone home now. 20% increase in, just look at my stopwatch, about 8 minutes. If you can make $200 in 8 minutes, I think everybody would be pretty happy with that. Okay, we repeat the bet and add 50%. Did my stats get updated then? Yeah, 210. So after this spin, we'll be halfway there. I am slightly nervous that we've only had 2 losers throughout this whole session so far. Okie dokes, let's reset. But sometimes you just get lucky sessions. And the great thing about this strategy because it's a hybrid, because it adds the positive progression, is you make the most of these lucky sessions. Like 13 wins, 2 losses. I should be on at least 4 losses by now. Just got a message saying that they're going to clean the wheel after this spin. So I will obviously fast forward it. I'll cut out the cleaning for you. But hopefully we win this and we can get our positive progression on the next bet. Let's see. Okay, number 12 came in. We won. We're going to add 50% and I'll cut to when they respin the ball. Okay, we're ready to go. So we won that last one. We repeat and we add $2. Like I showed before, last number was number 12. We've lost that one. Is the only time that we've lost when number 2 came in? 2, that's my ex-football shirt as well. Anyway, we need some losers because I get nervous just winning and winning and winning. That was 2 wins in a row and reset. There you go. You could just play 9 streets and you'd be doing fantastic. But obviously, with us adding 50% reset, adding 50% reset, we are making the most of this lucky streak. And because we're favourite to win every spin, we've got a 73% probability of winning every spin. It makes sense to me, and probably to you if you watch this channel for a while, to start increasing your bets after some winners when you've got high coverage. I do not like positive progressions that have a coverage of less than half the board, because then obviously you're favourite to lose every spin. So I'd only recommend positive progressions on spins where you're favourite to win. All right, we've hit a loser. Unfortunately, we hit a loser on that positive progression. So we're going to have to repeat and double. $126 bet. We haven't had 2 losers in a row. Got a weird feeling that this will be the time for 2 losers in a row. If it is, double again, stop the positive progression, and maybe just reset. I'm going to have a look at what data I'm on, what my stats are. There you go. I had a feeling. Down to $93. Right, here we go. Repeat and double. So now we're on a big $252 bet. And for the first time, we have hit, where is it? 2 losers in a row, 34, and I just had a feeling. And 0 is the worst one. Maybe I saw the magnet turn on. All right, so that's 1 win. I'm not doing the 50% progression. Just going to repeat the bet. And to be honest, like guys, obviously you play this yourself, but at $177 in profit, do I really want to do a $252 bet? Probably just reset after this. But then obviously you kick yourself if it lands. You say, oh, I would have won more money, but play it safer than this. This is a big spin for us. Because otherwise we're going to a 500 bet. Right, we won. We haven't fully got back to where we were. We were previously 282. Now we're 261. I don't care. I don't... Excuse me. For some reason, I found myself very funny then. I don't care that I am, what is that, $19 short of my all-time session high. I do not want to be on $250 bets with the risk of having another $500 bet. Now, obviously, if I did that 50% progression, I would be in session profit, but I didn't want to do that. Good job, I reset. Otherwise, we'd be on a $500 bet now. So we reset. Sorry, we lost, so we double it up. Now we're on a $90 bet. So these stats are clawing back. 18 and 5. What did I say? We're expecting about 8 losers. Well, anyone that's lucky, that's right in between 2 losers. So on a $90 bet, I feel reasonably comfortable to do the 50% progression. Now we're only on 135, and I know if we win this, we're at session profit. So don't be too strict with your progressions. Don't be on a $250 bet and go, well, the rules say I need to add another 50%. Yeah, but if you do that and you lose again, then you're going to go home the next spin. We got it, and we're going to reset. We're at our session profit of 291. And we can reset our bet. So we're doing very well so far. 20 wins, 5 losses, $291 in profit. I'm expecting another 3 losses. I don't want them all to come at the same time. So winner, repeat, and do our 50% positive progression. 4 more spins. How long has this taken us so far? We're at about 17 minutes, 17, 18 minutes, and we're $300 in profit. We have hit 2 losers in a row and then recovered. And we reset. So it hasn't been plain sailing, but I like when it's not plain sailing, because you can see, right, okay, we're on a losing streak, but then 2 wins in a row and we're back. Very good that I reset despite not being in session profit. So again, if I was too strict on those rules, that would have been a massive loss. There's a loser. Repeat and double. I'm just looking at the stats here. So actually, if we lose the next 2 spins, it'll be a $90 loss and a $180 loss, which is what? 270. We'll be $12 in profit, even if we lose the next 2. Come on. Here we go, guys. This is the last spin. We've got to repeat and double. We've just hit 2 losers in a row to show you the balance. 1,012. I said I was expecting this number to be 8. If the true probabilities play out here and we hit 8, then we fortunately are still going to be in profit, but nowhere near as much as we were. Our session profit was 327. This is going to be the last spin. Hopefully we can win this and it's not just $12 profit for all that time spent. Right, we got it. $252. We got slightly lucky. This number should be 8 according to the probabilities, but small sample size. So there you go, guys. 9 Street Hybrid. I seem to do really well with this roulette strategy. Let me know if you've tried it out yourself. we'll move on to the top 5. See you in the next video.